We're engaged! It actually looks really nice on you.
Thank you.
We're engaged.
Hello and welcome back. So we are officially engaged, and we thought today we would tell you our engagement story and go through the day, as it started obviously before the day, but we really want to tell you all about it.
Yeah, this has been in the works for a couple of months, maybe a little bit more now, to be honest. We have some funny stories to tell you. This has been in my agenda for a couple of months at least, other than the planning stage. Everything came together within a week, which was fantastic. It was seamless. And yeah, we got what we wanted, and I got the thing that I was aiming for, which you'll see now. Well, the thing I was aiming for is having a memory here.
Oh, I see. Yes, definitely.
What I wanted, since technically we first met in person in this country, we shared most of our memories in this country. We have been in a, like, let's say, in and out of this country for a year. I wanted to have a core memory here. I wanted to have something to remember. I wanted to have something to cherish. So I decided that we're gonna get engaged here, as opposed to like doing it back home in Melissa's home in Canada. Although her parents are there, I considered that. But yeah, I decided to do it here. So the plan was to do it, well, since you're in Dubai, the best place to do it is on top of the tallest building in the world. I needed to implement my plan, Mido, my cousin, and his wife Noor. So I sneakily called him. I told him, okay, plan an outing for us. So we need to go to Burj Khalifa, to go at Atmosphere, which is the restaurant and the lounge at the level 122. But I needed to be something that came out from his mouth, not mine.
Right. So basically what happened was Mito texted me and said like, hey, like, cause I hadn't seen them yet since I came back to Dubai. So he had texted me and said like, what are you doing next Monday? Because Aladdin has the same day off as Noor and Mito. So then he's like, what are you guys doing next Monday? And I was like, oh, not the grilly. And then he's like, do you guys want to come to the Burj Khalifa like lounge?
Yep.
And he's like, have you ever done that? And so I had never. We went and did the tourist thing at the Burj Khalifa. So I was really excited because Aladdin has talked about it before because he has gone 1 or 2 times.
Yep.
So I was really excited. So I said yes, and then I called Aladdin and I was like, oh my gosh, Amino just invited us for plans for Monday to go to the Burj Khalifa. And I was like, did you tell him to text me? And he's like, no. And I was like, oh, look at me, I have friends.
So, yes, that was the plan. I wanted her to not suspect anything because I was struggling to find a reason to dress up. You know, we're gonna take pictures and it's gonna be something we remember. So I didn't just want to go in shorts and t-shirts, which is not gonna be a big deal. Like, again, it's about the moment. I would have loved to keep it as something like perfect.
So we got ready here. I honestly was not expecting anything. We got ready and it was really nice.
Dressed up, yeah.
Yeah, we were dressed up, looking all nice. And then we picked up Mito and Noor, and it was so nice. We drove there together. And then as we were driving to the Burj Khalifa, it was so beautiful. Like, I had never been, like, I would say on that side of Burj Khalifa in the mall, and it's like so beautiful, like it's so fancy, even like the roads and like the palm trees and just the way the road is. So then like as you drive up, like there's security gates, like you can't enter the area, I don't know how to call it, like parking lot or something. Like you can't drive up to Burj Khalifa without being let through by security. So we went through, and then there's valet parking, so you just kind of like pull up and then get out, and the valets do it, whatever they do, take the car and go. And like, it's so cool because like as we were driving there, like you can like see the Burj Khalifa from like the sunroof, and it was so cool. And then like as we go out there, like it's just super unbelievable, and it's so fancy. So the Burj Khalifa is like the tallest building in the world, but it's also like a hotel. There's also like, I don't know, people live there.
Restaurants, there's a few residential, there's a few viewing decks, and the mall at the bottom, so it's like the whole thing.
Then like when you go in to the lobby, I guess it's the hotel lobby.
Yep.
And so it's so fancy. It's so fancy. It is so nice. But then like as you go in, it's like you can tell it's like super fancy there. Like the doors are they're all closed. I was gonna say it's very exclusive. So it's kind of like you must be there for a reason. And like the doors, because we were going to this place called Atmosphere.
Yep.
So which is the lounge. So we had to go to the elevator, but all the doors are closed. So it's kind of like you must know where you're going to have access. So we were kind of lost at first when we got there, but it was just amazing.
One thing Melissa doesn't know, in the car, I hid the ring in my jacket, like blazer. I kept it in the back. And Mido already knew, so I texted him in Arabic, so she never sees if she sees. And I told him, like, grab the ring from my jacket and keep it with you. So I was like, give me the jacket, let's put it up front. Like, leave it back.
Because I didn't want them to get in the car and like they have to sit with Aladdin's things. So I was like, well, let's move all the things. Like, I can hold your jacket.
So sneakily, he got the ring, he kept it with him. Once we checked in the lobby of the Atmosphere Lounge, we got guided through some electronic gates to the elevator, which took us directly to the level 122.
Inside the elevator, because it takes about a minute, I would say, to go from like whatever level we were on to 123. And then there's like a box and it's like playing the news. And I don't know why it's there. I think it's very funny, but I suspect maybe it's like kind of like a distraction. Like you're there for 1 minute, which can feel long. Maybe people are nervous or scared in elevators, and like because you're going so fast, so high, your ears pop.
Yeah, I always.
Yeah, they pop, and it's like crazy. So I don't know. I think maybe it's there for distraction. I don't know. It's definitely like one of the fanciest places I've ever been. And as soon as you come off the elevator, you're like presented with this like staircase that like wraps around and goes down one level. And like, yeah, like Alana's saying, like the chandelier, and it's just like, there's like, the stairs are like carpeted, and it is so beautiful and so fancy. So then when you come down the staircase, like you can either go like right or left to like check in, or right to like a restaurant, or if you continue kind of like a little bit around, there's like a window and like you can see the world and like see all of Dubai and like see how high you are.
We reached this point and we're going at these stairs. I seized this opportunity to delay Melissa a bit until Mido goes and he arranged. So basically what I wanted is to catch her by surprise, be in a place where she's gonna remember, and I knew they have some special way of presenting it and doing it. So it needed some arrangements. So Mido ran ahead as if he's grabbing our table while we're taking pictures, and he prepared with them the presentation. He gave the guys the ring and they prepared it and they knew what's gonna happen, which helped a lot in the next stage. Once we get them, we're like having one of the best tables at the edge, at the corner with the window, and naturally me and Melissa, we sat next to the window.
But first, as you like walk in, it is so stunningly beautiful and so fancy. All of the wait staff were in like the nicest uniforms, and like they looked so good, and apparently it was just newly renovated.
Yep.
So it was so nice. And then like we walked past the bar, like down a step or something, into like this little, I'm gonna call it like cozy lounge section, and there was like bookcases on the walls.
Yep.
And like tons of windows, like I guess like a panoramic view almost. And so like I was saying, like we had the table right next to the window, so we just like sat down right there.
Then she came, our hostess, and she's like, oh, the guests should sit on this side so they can see the view.
Mm-hmm.
Then I caught on what's happening. I'm like, yeah, let's move on, and we moved to the other side. So we have our backs to the area where they're coming from.
But this is sort of when I had no clue up until this point, only because I thought it was weird. Like they were telling me go sit down, and I was like, okay, well, like why is Mina not sitting down? Why is Nora not sitting down? Like where did they go? Then I was like, I wonder. So I kind of like suspected at this point, but up until now I had no clue.
For sure, I knew that you would get it at one point. Yeah, then came the moment which I was terrified. Let me be very clear. Because I plan it, and I think about it. But then when it happens, I stopped thinking for a second. The presentation was beautiful, so you'll see how it looked. It's like think Beauty and the Beast glass with that flower.
Yeah, actually.
But there was a ring inside and it was all foggy. You couldn't see what's inside, and then once it got lifted up, it showed up from inside the fog. I popped the question, I got the answer. Thank you. Couldn't be happier. Different. I don't know how to explain it for you who have already popped the question, for you who are already married. It feels different. It feels official. It feels great. It's the best feeling so far. Until we're married, I'm sure it will even go and grow bigger.
Yeah.
Then we had a great night. We just enjoyed. We sat down. We chatted. We got a full tour. The people, they were extremely nice. They gave us a full tour of the place. And we went to the restaurant.
Yep, to look around.
What was your favorite part?
There's this room. Well, first of all, it's kind of like red themed. My favorite color is red. But there's this one room specifically that can hold like six or eight people.
I think, yeah, not even 8.
Yeah, I think 6 people, and it's like there's like a bench, couch almost, the table, and then but it's like it has like a curtain so you can have like your own place, but it again has the view, and like just being that high up in the world is
and
so
an
cool.
exclusive zone, like
Yeah. So now on my bucket list is I really want to one day eat dinner or a meal sitting there.
they didn't stop surprising us.
Yeah.
They came with a piece of dessert.
Nice, and it said like congratulations on it, and it was really, really nice. But the whole area was just like, so we went around, I think just before sunset, so we were able to, at first when we went there, we were able to see, it was bright out, so you could see outside very clearly, and then as we were sitting there, like the sun had set, and now it was dark, and like now it was like the transition to like, it was dark outside, but the buildings all like glitter and shine just with the lights. And it is so beautiful being that high up and like getting to see for miles. It is so beautiful.
You get that view of the Sheikh Zayed Road, which is the main street of Dubai, and it's busy, but the lights are fantastic. It has buildings on either side. Like if you have seen a video of a drive in downtown Dubai, you have seen this road.
And so then we just like sat there and like just chatted for a while. We were there for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours just chatting and just like enjoying our company, enjoying the evening. Even the bathroom is so stunning. Like the way that the whole floor is like laid out, like atmosphere in general, because like the bathroom door is like kind of hidden and it's kind of like velvety or something. It is so beautiful in itself, and like it's just like there, and like you go in, the bathroom has windows again to see outside. Like this place was incredible. Like the Burj Khalifa in general, I understand it's like the tallest building in the world, and it's very, very fancy.
Again, our hostess, fantastic.
So friendly.
Yeah, she
so
took
kind.
the best pictures. She made sure to take the good pictures. She knew we wanted memories. So she helped us do that, and I'm grateful for her. Like these pictures will live with us for years and years. Unforgettable night. For more to come. Once more, we're officially engaged.
Oh, we do.
You let me go very quickly, like I am engaged. We are engaged, yes.